breaking news coming in. Head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd, has just been let go. If you aren't aware, I'm going to get you hip in this video, and I'm probably going to let you know in this video why that's not such a bad thing. There is a new president of operations for the Dallas Mavericks who got hired to run operations, and he felt like it was best to part ways, and his name is Masai Ujiri. And I have to sit here and make this video because I am a long-term Dallas Mavericks fan. I go by the name of Chef Euro. My real name is Jeremiah. You can call me Chef Euro, but I hope I'm going to let you know on this video. I'm going to let you know why this is not such a bad thing by letting him go. If you aren't aware about Jason Kidd's tenure with the Dallas Mavericks, he has performed very well. I would say he got us to the Western Conference Finals twice within his tenure and to the finals one time. And that's where I'm going to say those were the good things. Of course, he played for us and got a championship back in 2011 as our leading point guard, playing alongside of Dirk Nowitzki. And, you know, he was drafted by us as well, by the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I live in Detroit, Michigan. I'm also a Detroit Pistons fan, but I've been wanting to cover Dallas Mavericks for quite some time. And this is my very first video, so I hope you guys stick around to the end of the video. I just want to give Jason Kidd his flowers because he is a really, really good coach. But there's some things that frustrated me through his tenure, and I want to sit there and talk about those things. One would be his development. He says that he knows how to develop players. That may be the case. You know, he did have some good trial runs with, you know, Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I wouldn't just give him all the credit for that because Giannis Antetokounmpo has trainers. He has other coaches that he worked with, other Mavericks or other Milwaukee staff that he worked with. It wasn't just Jason Kidd. It was more like a collective, right? But I do give him some credit, right? But here's where I feel Jason Kidd kind of messed up. And I'm going to play this video really quick, if I can, about Jason Kidd earlier this year. So let's check this out.
National criticism for playing flag at point guard over the last two games.
I don't give a about criticism. That's your opinion. You guys write that bullshit. That's not that. I've done this. I've played this game. I've played it at a very high level, and I know what the fuck I'm doing. But I don't give a fuck what you guys write.
So let's stop right there. He said he don't care what we write. He done this at a high level. Yes. You know, and he's been doing this for a while. So you got to give him that respect in that regards. Right. But when you have a good draft pick and you've been keeping this draft pick, I'm not even talking about Cooper Flagg. Right. I'm talking about Derek Lively. Derek Lively has been misused and has been held back by this guy. I'm going to play this video a little bit more and I'm going to tell you why.
You guys have never played the game. And so I built players.
I'm going to stop it right there. He said he built players, right? So what does that mean? He's saying that he takes accountability for, you know, Derek Lively's development. And I'm not saying that what his development was good or bad, right? He was teaching Derek Lively, working with Tyson Chandler, how to work and be more authentic in the paint, right? But what did that make him out to be, Derek Lively? That made him to be out to be a lob threat. That's all he was. He was a lob threat shot blocker. And that was it, right? So, but that's not all to Derek Lively's game, right? He's a 7'1" footer and you held him back. Jason Kidd held him back from doing this. So I'm going to play a video here. Look at that. This is in the Dallas Mavericks court. Right. Shooting threes. So Jason Kidd sees this. He knows that he has this shot. He knows he has this in his back pocket. Right. This guy is shooting. OK, he missed there. That's fine. Right. Bam. Makes another one. Let's go to another video. Another Dallas Mavericks. So look at him. Looks like he's at the mid range, putting the ball on for between the legs. Turn around. Where you going? Huh. Midi. Whoa. Whoa. Wait. Wait. Let's rewind that, please. We have to rewind that. So hit him with a bam, right between the legs, turn around, catch and fade. All net. right? Mind you, Jason Kidd, right? Been having this guy in his back pocket for almost 3 years. Now, yes, he has some injuries and different things, and his mom passed, and rest in peace, Mom. You built a great son. I'm going to let you know that right now. And I've been an advocate for your son, right? I feel like Jason Kidd has held this man back. And the perfect time to unleash that would have been when they went against the Boston Celtics. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in the Boston Celtics series, when they were waiting on to see who was going to come out of that Western Conference Finals, right? They had time to sit back and watch, and they analyzed the Dallas Mavericks. What got them there was the lob threat between Gafford and Derek Lively and Luka and Kyrie. That's how they got to the Western Conference Finals. But when you make it to the finals as a coach, you will have to understand, like, okay, they might know my defensive schemes. Like, that has to cross your mind. We're not going to go too heavy on our go-to. We're going to try some different things. And this is what you call an ace up the sleeve, right? He had this the entire time, right? And if he didn't have this, you can call me a lie. I'm going to look this up, and I'm going to show you where Derek Lively, right here, Derek Lively, Boston three-pointer. I'm going to show you something real quick here. In this video right here specifically, we got to wait for all the ads to go. You know how ads are, but it is what it is. So I want to show you guys something here. And mind you, I live in Detroit. I literally called a security guard. I'm like, I don't know who needs to hear this message. This was prior to this game. On my life and soul, I called. I said, hey, talking to a security guard, I don't know who you need to get this message to, but please get this to his coaching staff and let Derek Lively shoot. I had this man on the phone for about 30 minutes. I don't know why he didn't hang up on me, but I guess he knew I was an avid fan. But I just want to see this guy flourish. I just want to see versatility on the court. Look, you got right here Derek Lively in the corner, right? And the only reason why I went to him because Luka got caught up. Right. This wasn't directed. This was not I don't feel like this was an actual play made by Jason Kidd. I just think this was a Luka pass and he finally decided to just do it. Or it could have been that message that I sent to that security guard got through Jason and they actually made this play. I want to believe that as well. But let's play this real quick. So Luka get caught up. Bam. He doesn't even respect him. He doesn't even Jason Tatum doesn't. He looks at him and said, I'm not about to guard that. Hold on. This you in the corner? I'm about to double team you. So that's the only reason why he played it out like that. And you got the whole bench standing up. Look at Jason Kidd. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He gives up on the play and just turns his back on him. And what happens? All net. And look at him. No excitement. No nothing. Just folded arms. And I get it. You keeping your composure. But that's me as a coach. I'm excited because my boy is out here doing his thing. And why didn't we see more of that? If we go back even further, look at Jason Tatum's face. Watch this. Look at Jason Tatum's face. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Look at his face. You see that? Bro, I can't make this up, bro. He held this guy back. He shot 1-3, all splash, and they went right back to it. Let's check out some other videos, right? Derek Lively, Come on. All right. Step out to the 3 then. Why not? Corner boy. Same shot. Is that not the same? Is that what you not call a practice shot? So he had this in his back burner the entire time, Jason Kidd did, and he didn't unleash it. He didn't let D-Live come alive. He didn't. For years, bro. And then you trade Luka to go get AD because he's a floor spacer when you already had him. You didn't need it. It was no call for it. So now we have a Cooper flag. And this is not the only video. Of him. We got a Cooper flag now. This is what we get. We get Jason Kidd, right? Telling us we're not looking for Derek Lively to shoot threes. That's why we got Kyrie and, Luka to do those things, right? We're not asking for that of him. This is what he said during this time, right? But when you get Cooper Flag, it's like, oh, we don't have much footage of this guy shooting threes, or not even shooting threes, but playing point guard. Cooper Flag, that is, right? And what happens? What happens? He puts him in the point guard. He gives him the green light. Would never give this guy the green light, though. Make it make sense. So that's why I'm kind of glad that he's gone. I love Jason Kidd, but this irked my nerves just seeing him, Derek Lively, just at the three-pointer, looking for the ball, wide open, looking for the ball to pass it through, instead of just, here you go. You can tell that's systematic. You can tell that Jason Kidd told him to find the open man. You can tell that a play is being ran. When Derek Lively is doing like this, he's looking like they're trying to find and get his passing skills up. I get that. You're trying to get your passing game up, right? Because you know ain't nobody really checking you. If they is, they ain't really pressing you like that, right? Because you're a big guy and they know you're going to get fouled, right? But he's standing there sometimes, even at the top of the three, just looking like this. I've seen it. I watch every Dallas Mavericks game. Trust me when I tell you this. But look at this. Why won't you give this guy a green light? So that begs the differ. Jason Kidd is no longer here. We need a coach that's going to be able to give player development and give players the green light and unlock their potential and become a versatility team. Why does this matter? Because you have Cooper Flag, who loves getting to the rim. You have Kyrie Irving, who loves getting to the rim, right? Max Christie loves getting to the rim. So if you're having him just keeping Derek Lively, if you keep your same team, right? If you keep the same team that you got, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, we got Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley shows spurts of everything that we have. Two people like this. We have two people that could potentially space the floor and grab rebounds and block shots and be a defensive presence in the paint. We have that. We didn't have this. Before we didn't have him, right? It was just him and Daniel Gafford. And they both were lob threats because of Jason Kidd, right? If you look at this day's age, he's 7'1", maybe 7'2" with shoes, right? He's probably 7 foot, 6'11", 7'1", maybe, give or take, right? But now you got two of these on the bench. I would not give up either one of these people, right? Because their value here. I would not give up Musa Cisse. He's 6'11". He's shown value this season, right? Daniel Gafford, I'm willing to trade because he's a good tradable piece, right? But furthermore, let's just look at this. This is him in his offseason. This is a year ago. So Jason Kidd had this a year ago. Do you see the handles? Hold on. Wait. Did we see the handles? Handles. Okay. 7-2. Handles. 7-2. Is that not what Wemby does? Is that not what Chet Holmgren does? Right? So, okay, I get this. He's been working on that for 2 years, y'all. He's been working on that for 2 years. He's been working on the post game. Okay, when are you going to give this man a real shot at spacing the floor and not just being your stretch five? I've been commenting on so many different Mavericks Lock Digest with Marcel Martin. I've been talking to Chat Sports, right, with Cooper. I've been talking to, Locked On Mavs. Bro, listen, I'm trying to tell you guys. Listen, this is not even the half of it, bro. This is just, hold on, there we go. Look at this. A year ago, he's been doing this. Why hasn't Jason Kidd unlocked? That's why he had to go, bro. I couldn't take it no more. I love Jason Kidd. I'm trying to tell you guys, this was a huge problem because, he know how to develop players, but he didn't know how to unlock them and give them the green light. He held players back, bro. He really did. Like literally, this is middies. Oh, hey, excuse me. Bam, right there. When Derek Lively's looking for a pass when Luka and Kyrie was on the floor, that's what he could have been doing the whole entire time because people been leaving him open for the last 2 or 3 years. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. But look, we're not done. Look at this. This was when he was even younger. Look at this. My goodness. Is that not what Wemby does? Hold on. Is that not what Wemby does? Excuse me, step back. Hello. That's what beat us in the finals. Porzingis, Al Horford, stretching the floor. Bro, I can't make this up, bro. I'm glad that he's gone. But I do want to go over this really quick. I want to go over a tier list really quick, bro. I'm going to show you some players that I think that needs to go bye-bye, either via trade or just let go. I believe that these people need to be let go. I'm iffy on AJ, right? I'm going to show you who I would keep. Honestly, I'm going to show you who I let go. I wouldn't be mind letting go of. I would keep this roster right here for right now. And I don't know why they got rid of Miles Kelly, two-way contract. I get it. He's still working for the G League and everything like that. But I feel like I like Miles Kelly, and I don't feel like he got enough shine. I mean, he did play some games, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is the core that you would for sure want to get rid of. I wouldn't even be surprised if they got rid of him. But right now, excuse me, this is what I'm keeping. I'm keeping this starting five, right? I'm keeping these two in my back pocket, right? And I'm definitely keeping him in my back pocket, right? Why? Because start of the season, you expect if everything goes well, Derek Lively's back healthy, Kyrie's back healthy. You know, if everybody's healthy, right? Going into the offseason, the trade time comes up. Then you can do a mid-season trade come next year, right? And get some value pieces come next year. If you don't like what you see on the court, right? To me, that makes sense, right? It's time to, I love Dwight Powell. He's a Maverick for life, but it's time for him to go. I do not like him. This was a terrible trade. Should have got back Quentin Grimes. That's neither here or there. I would love to have another champion because now you got championship pedigree on the team and him, right? I would love to keep that, but I don't think he's willing to stay in Dallas. I'm not sure. I don't know how much he got in the tank because at this point you got 3 30-year-olds right here. Everybody else is in their 20s right here. And then, you know, keeping Brandon, is he good? Yes, he's a fire starter. Yes, but I wouldn't mind getting rid of these players right here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. I would just keep this 10 right here and find ways to make these next players more reliable. Get us another 5 players. So we're going to draft somebody that's going to be 11. Then you get 4 more players. You can go pick up Cam Thomas. He could potentially be your 6th man off the bench if you need him to be that spark plug, just to give you some high office octane and find him some plays and get him some buckets going. Right. I think that would be good. Go picking up an Anthony Simons through a trade package right here, something like that. You go pick up Anthony Simons off the bench. So that's your 13th man. And then maybe you can keep one of these. Maybe you give him a 2-way potentially. But I'm for sure potentially getting rid of him because we don't need him. We'll have 3 bigs right here. And I will probably honestly draft Yaxel Lindenberg or Braden Burris. Those will be my top 2 picks for sure for the Dallas Mavericks to go after if they don't get obtained early on before we are able to pick those units. But I would definitely either go with Yaxel Lindenberg or Braden Burris as they both provide defense. They're going to give you some buckets, and they're not going to be, because this is his team, right? So you don't want somebody to outshine him and him. You need that third person. And we already know Najee Marshall is going to provide that Swiss Army knife. He could potentially be our 6th man. But do we need a PJ Washington? I mean, he's been underperforming sometimes. And I feel like having him as that third power forward / small forward, Yaxel Lindenberg, between him, I think this would be a good big size lineup, if you will. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. And it's just ironic enough to see that I can't make none of this stuff up. This guy can shoot threes. And it's not about Cooper Flag for me. It's just not about him, right? It's a team effort. Yes, he's the face of the franchise. Yes, we're building around him, but this is how you do it. You get us a coach now that's going to be able to provide, giving somebody the green light, giving somebody the opportunity to showcase their talents and not just limiting them, right? Because Jason Kidd only was one track minded. He was playing devil's advocate here. Like, you would give somebody else the green light, but just kept him on the back burner the whole time. When he can do this, he can do this. Now we got matchup size against Chet Holmgren. Now we got massive size against Jokic. Now we got massive size, right, against Victor Wembanyama. Right. I'm not saying that he's better, but this is something that you have in your back burner, and a lot of teams don't have that. And now you have that between 2 players. And I would highly suggest that they keep Marvin Bagley. Do not get rid of him. That would be a terrible, terrible mistake, because these 2 are basically your wombo combo. And that's just it. I'm your boy Chef Hero signing out. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. if you want to see more content like this, if you want to see me go crazy and just spew out my feelings about the Dallas Mavericks, maybe this is just a one-off video, but I had to get this out. And hopefully y'all stay tuned, watch some of my other content. Peace, be easy.